Political analyst Ross Feingold. He joins us from Taipei. Ross, talk to us about this demand from protesters that Beijing not delay the local elections. Why is it so important for protesters that these elections go ahead?
Well, the local elections, which are for district councils, a very local governance body, are directly elected by the residents of those districts. So it's very different from Hong Kong's legislature, the Legislative Council, which has only about half its seats directly elected by the public, and the other half are appointed, or they come from what's called functional constituencies, such as professional organizations representing different sectors of the economy. So it's only partially directly elected, unlike these district councils. So the district council election scheduled for later this month, it's really the first and one of the rare, frankly, chances where the voters of Hong Kong in the aftermath of recent events can directly elect some kind of representative body, though keeping in mind that their authority is really limited to the issues one would expect a very local level body to have authority over, such as municipal planning and hygiene issues at a very local level. On the other hand, the government is not necessarily inclined to respond to this demand. We'll have to see what they do in the coming hours or days. But as of now, they haven't canceled the election. So it might seem odd for the government to have to respond to a demand. It's confirming something that they haven't even done yet. And even if they were the outside chance that they were going to agree to this demand from the protesters, it would have to come with conditions such as if the situation worsens, they would in fact have to cancel the election. So they might issue a statement that's not going to satisfy the protesters.
Ross, these protests have been going on for almost 6 months now. Why can't the government seem to get a handle on the protests and restore order to Hong Kong?
Well, it's two different issues. Well, one is the demands of the protesters and whether the government has the political ability or willingness to agree to the demands. The other are the legal issues involved, whether legally what the protesters are demanding, such as an amnesty for people who've been arrested, or whether that's something the government can in fact even do, and there's some debate about that. Then the other issues include manpower, just a very simple issue of whether there's enough police manpower and resources. They're obviously exhausted, but on the other hand, they can't be everywhere. When a population or even a portion, in this case, a small portion of the population has enough enthusiasm to engage in these kinds of acts, the police cannot stop every group of people. And Hong Kong, as of now, it's still a relatively free society in the sense that there's not martial law. It's not a police state. People want to walk outside their homes and engage in these kinds of civil disobedience or something more violent. The police can't be everywhere to stop people from doing that.
All right, Ross Feingold, live in Taipei. Ross, thank you.